Right, we are ready to move on once again with Muay Thai over 3 2-minute rounds of action, as sponsored by Man & Son. Would you welcome first into the blue corner, representing Canrang Muay Thai, Richard Ross. And would you welcome his opponent into the red corner, representing Spirit Dojo, Liam Drivet.
So we're back to the Muay Thai over 3 2-minute rounds of action. Richard Ross, Canrang Muay Thai in the blue corner. Liam Drivet, Spirit Dojo in the red, and George, a very famous face indeed, in his corner there from the MMA world.
Yeah, fighting out of Spirit Dojo, home of Paul Semtex Daly. Recently fought on Cage Warriors, where he beat Lucas Chewicki, cut him with the elbows. Let's hope his young protege here brings to the ring some of the firepower that we see when Semtex fights.
That's right, and when Semtex fights, that is the word, firepower. What a character, what a fighter. And so, as you said, his protege Liam Drivet versus Richard Ross from Canrang Muay Thai. This over 3 2-minute rounds of action. And with the shin guards, that probably means this is a C-class fight, so they're still learning their trade. So first a potential 3, and immediately into the clinch, and it's Ross that tries to get the knees from that clinch, and the referee breaks them immediately. So Drivet with the low kick in the left hand, and then the knee in the clinch. Ross looking to get his own knees working now, and again with Canrang, you've got the traditional Muay Thai club, so looking to utilise the clinch wherever possible.
Yeah, Spirit Dojo has a lot going on down there, so they're fighting every style you can think of, they're fighting. Canrang, much more traditional.
As you saw there, takes the leg, takes the support leg, and he's fired up. Is Richard Ross.
Looking to get in the mind there of Drivet.
And again, immediately into the clinch. Drivet matches the knee this time though.
Getting to see a lot of clinch work here. First time of the night where it's a heavily clinched fight.
That's right, and I reckon
Drivet shorts coming down there.
Well, Mick Fowles did say, yes, Drivet shorts right down, they'll need pulling up. But Mick Fowles did say, as long as you're working in the clinch in the Muay Thai fights, I will allow it. Oh, left hand from Drivet from the low leg kick from Ross. And this time the clinch for Ross, I think, is more a protective measure, George.
Yeah, he looked to be hurt there. Drivet threw some shots there.
It's that left hand of Drivet that Ross has got to watch for. And there's the cheek kick that you'd expect from the traditionalist. I like the angles that Drivet's coming in at.
Yeah, he skipped in there, faking a punch, and looked for the low kick. Seemed to work.
Very good opening round, and I'd say, George, a very close opening round. But when stars clash for the right reasons, it's very exciting. We had it with the ladies, we've had it with these two young men now.
Yeah, we've seen some great matchmaking at Pure Force today. I would like to see Drivet just stand away and try to stay off the clinch, because even at times he's initiating the clinch when that's not where he's doing his best work.
No, you're right, and the funny thing is, you want to see him use that movement he uses in attack, in defence as well. He attacks at angles, he moves nicely. If he moved the same way in defence, it would cause Ross more problems.
Yeah, definitely. Ross wants it in the clinch, so if he was to have much more lateral movement around the ring, he'd avoid the clinch. Drivet's a powerful man. He throws heavy leather, so he wants to keep this away at range to be throwing shots like that. Great shot there.
Yeah, as I said, this is where now, if he can get the cheek back quickly or put the cheek to the thigh to keep, that beautiful turning there, that's what he needs to keep Ross away from that clinch. For Ross, the game plan's simple, it's effective, and it will work once he gets in the clinch.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
And there
Drivet,
the knee comes up straight away, you see.
Yeah, I'd like to see Drivet stay away from the clinch. That's not where his best work is being done. It's a simple thing for Ross. Ross wants to get in, and once he's there, he's dominating.
Well, your judges will weigh up how much of each round was in the clinch. And if they look and they say 50% was in the clinch, Ross, then you're looking at an even round. But if they start saying, well, it was 60-40 the clinch, 70-30 the clinch, you've got to go with Ross.
Yeah, once it's in the clinch, that he's just dominating. Like, he's throwing knees, and it seems to have no answer. But once it's here, Drivet, is picking his shots wisely. He's throwing a good jab on the back foot, but it's just not enough to keep Ross away.
You're right. And in Muay Thai, if we're going strict Muay Thai rules, maybe you'll err in favour of Ross. But I agree with you. I think with the third round, either fighter can still really take this with a real effort.
Yeah, the strict Muay Thai officials would be Ross going for a jumping knee there in the clinch. It just shows his confidence within the ring. It's like he's at home.
That's right. I think this is where Drivet's strengths are. Oh, that was right. Well, he shook that off well because that went right between the legs there of Drivet, and it was like it didn't happen. Now you can hear Semtex saying to Drivet, get up, 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 up. I think both corners know this is close. High point kick by Drivet, but didn't really find. And again, Ross is just single-minded, isn't he?
Yeah, I wouldn't like to say he's a one-trick pony. That's not fair. He's just found what works in this specific fight, and he's sticking at it. Maybe if there was another fighter in front of him, maybe it would change his tactics, but there's no point.
He's wobbled here, though. Drivet wobbled him with those two shots, which is what you said, George, is when they're on the outside is when Drivet is his most dangerous. That's the first time in the fight Ross has been in trouble from the two hooks of Drivet.
He looks on wobbly feet, does Ross. Drivet's pushing forward, but straight away we're back in the clinch again. Maybe not initiated because of the game plan, but maybe more because he's rocked.
Yes, for the first time, Ross did look in trouble there in the fight. And it's those heavy hands of Drivet, and straight through the channel again. Faked the left hook, went straight through the channel.
That's what I like to see, mixing up the striking, keeping it fresh. But apart from that trip takedown there, Drivet was throwing some good knees there. That's the first time we've seen him really go for it in the clinch.
And again, Ross just walks right forward through the punches to get into that clinch. Going to be very interesting which style these judges favour, because that is a very close fight.
Yeah, very hard to score that one.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always tonight, please let's hear it for both your fighters in the ring. 3 hard rounds of action. And with one judge going for either of the fighters